We've been following the passing of legendary broadcaster Vin Scully, and who better to tell us more about Vin and his relationship with him and with not just the team, Jim, the city, the country for that matter.
He was my role model.
Yeah, I know he was.
He taught a lot of us how to do all kinds of things. Specifically, when you go out, you put your shirt and tie on.
That's right.
Because when you go out, he says, Jimmy, and that great voice of his, Jimmy, when you go out, you got your shirt and tie on. When you walk into a crowd, it'll open up.
So now, all you people that ask questions, why does Jim wear a suit and tie even when he's on the field? Now you have your answer.
Vin Scully.
There you go. See?
Vin Scully.
I love it.
He was my role model. He was an individual that we all aspired to be, or to be like. We knew we couldn't, but it was always fun to be able to try. And then when we would do games, I would ask him, well, Vinny, what's the most important thing about when you do games? He would say, Jimmy, names and numbers, names and numbers.
And he had that telegraphic memory.
Oh,
right?
It was just amazing. You know, the big person upstairs gave each of us something. He gave Vinny more.
Oh, that's so well said.
He was loved by everyone. He will live in our hearts forever. I have never heard anyone say one bad thing about Vin Scully. Not one.
You know, we've been here long enough. We've seen a lot of things happen in this city. Yeah. And you and I used to talk about this. And people like Vin Scully, primarily Vin Scully, would walk us through even some events that were very disturbing or untoward that affected every family in this city. But he had that reassurance, and he would always say something that would soothe, that would calm everybody even down. Outside of baseball.
Oh, sure. Not just about baseball.
Yeah. Everybody knew who Vin Scully was and is. And we still say is because he's still going to live in our hearts forever and ever. But, you know, every once in a while, throughout the course of your life, if you're lucky, if you're really lucky, you'll come across someone who has a profound impact on you, not only professionally, but more important, personally. And that's what Vin Scully was for me. That's what he was for a lot of people, a lot of players. I hear ball players talk about it all the time, about how Vin Scully helped them to become better men, better role models, giving back to the community, take the game of baseball seriously, take the game of life seriously.
And the younger players, when joining the Dodgers, or on any team actually, and they could hear Vin Scully call their name and their number, knowing that they watched him growing up because their parents really admired Vin Scully, and some of them, dads or grandfathers, actually were ball players themselves. So to hear their number and name call, I just found that to be so enjoyable. And even the little ones, I used to see Vinny go get ice cream in a certain mall we're not going to talk about necessarily, but even the little kids, you know, he would always have a smile for them. How are you doing, young man? And it was just
the little kids
so wonderful
knew
to see
him and his legacy.
And one of the things I learned from him, one of the many things I learned from him, is if you're walking and you're walking through a crowd and someone says hello to you, stop and say hello back.
Acknowledged
he said, Jim, no, this time he said James. He said, James, it takes less time to sign an autograph or say hello or take a picture than it does to tell people you don't want to do something like that.
Isn't that something? How special did he make people feel?
He was amazing. We just marvel at what he has done for us and what he has done for this sport and what he has done for this city. He has given us a beacon of light to shine from the heavens above. And this beacon of light is going to be able to guide us through a lot of things. We were going through all this pandemic in the last couple of years and things. And I remember just a little bit, he said, well, you know, James, we'll just get through it. He said, the big person upstairs will see to it that we get through it. He, you know, every once in a while, you know, everybody likes to think that they know everything. There's only one person that I know, and that's him. And he had the admiration, the respect, the love of everybody.
You know what's so wonderful about that? You know that saying, give me my flowers while I'm still alive?
Yes.
I'm so glad that Vin saw and heard the tributes to him before he passed, and there were many.
Yeah, and the last few weeks have been very difficult.
We've lost a lot of...
Because he
Yeah.
was, he became somewhat of a recluse.
Yeah.
He just wanted to stay at home and of all things, read.
Well, that's what made him so smart. That's so wise.
Absolutely. He just wanted to do that.
We're going to have more with Vin Scully, and of course Jim Hill will be back with Leslie Modine after the break. Stay with us.